Myself, I'm Ganesh, guys. I'm a Tableau trainer over here. Okay. I have 12.9, that's almost 13 years of experience in the corporate experience. Okay. And apart from that, I have 8+ years of a trainer experience, includes both physical training as well as the online training. But from past 4.5 years, my technical expertise, I'm into this BI world, business intelligence world from past 13 years, guys. Starting from my career till today, I'm into this BI world. Okay. And on top of it, especially coming to the Tableau, I've been working from past 4.5 years with respect to only Tableau. Okay. Even my current project also, I'm working as an architect in my current organization with a Tableau end-to-end, dealing with the administration as well as the development activities of the Tableau environments. Okay. And apart from this, coming to my domain expertise, I have very strong knowledge in the areas of banking and financial services and BFS. We used to call it as BFS. Both my uh, domain expertise, what I have. And I have 7.5 years of on-site experience where I used to work with California, one of the gigantic customer I used to work. But from past 1.5 years I've been settled down in India. Okay, this is my quick introduction, guys. So today, right, I'm going to give a bird's eye view on this Tableau, where you come to know what is this Tableau and how it is going to be value added to your careers and what kind of a job opportunities you will have and what is Tableau also will come to know. Okay, plenty of stuff we will come to know in another 1 hour of time. Okay. So meantime, if you have any questions, you can stop me then and there itself. Okay. Okay, guys. Now look at this. So let me start with a quotation saying that a good sketch is better than a long speech. Yes, the reason, with the help of a Tableau, you can able to generate this kind of a sophisticated reporting layers. Okay, I can say reports. Now you can imagine in your mind what is the benefit of this. Yes, with the help of these reports, we can analyze, we can evaluate, okay, your organizational business positions. Okay, it could be on daily basis or it could be on periodical basis, so that the top level management or the middle level management or the low level management or from the end user point of view, they can analyze very effectively and efficient, and they can take right decisions at the right time. Okay, so that you will come to know what are all the bottlenecks of your business, what are the growth opportunities of business, etc., etc. Okay, so this is the beauty of a Tableau. Okay, here we go. So that is the reason I started up with the quotation of a good sketch is better than a long sketch. Yes. Okay. So guys, basically, what is this Tableau? Tableau is a data visualization tool. What is that? Data visualization. So visualization is nothing but portraying your organizational data in an effective way with a different representations in a better visualization. So right, like, and you can also call it as Tableau is a data discovery instance. With the help of your organizational data, you can discover the different opportunities of growth related and revenue related your business, etc., etc. You can explore yourself in terms of your organizational data. Okay, you can do some kind of R&D with your organizational data. Okay, something like that. Okay, and this Tableau is also a self-reporting tool. Self-reporting tool in the sense, let's say you are a business user. Yes, being as a business user also, you can able to generate this kind of sophisticated reports in an ad hoc basis. Ad hoc basis in the sense, instantaneously at the spur of the moment, you can able to generate this kind of reports. Okay, and yes, it is a strong analytical tool. Yes, absolutely, where you can analyze your reports of your business very effectively and efficiently, so that you have a control on your organizational data. So that is the reason it is being treated as a strong analytical tool. Yes, absolutely. Okay, and let me tell you guys, with this information, Yes, you can able to identify, I'm not denying that point, but it is a painful process, isn't it? Identifying a number 9 from this slide, okay, you can, it's not a big deal, but it is a little bit of painful process. But imagine in terms of millions of records. Imagine in terms of, okay, thousands of records, then what would be the case, isn't it? So now, with the introduction of a Tableau, okay, with the introduction of Tableau, you can easily count the rows by highlighting in this way. This is an example. Okay, now look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Altogether you have 10. Or else you can put some calculations. Okay, count of number 9. Something like will give you the statement. Likewise. Okay. Now, as I told you again, right? So with the help of a Tableau, you can able to generate this kind of a very advanced report where you can distribute these reports to the end users, mobiles, I mean business users, whoever it could be. Either they could be from top level management or low level management or middle level management or from the business users, whoever it is. You can distribute these reports to the end users, mobiles like smartphones, okay, tablets, something like that. And we can distribute these reports through web, okay, something like that. So that end user, they no need to open up even a laptop also. Second, they can simply go to their mobile. Okay, so this is the beauty of it. And this is just a simple one. Not only this, we can able to generate other various formats of reports also. Like look at this. Okay. See, this is one sort of an example where you can able to identify monthly sales dashboard. Okay, monthly sales dashboards, which I mean to say, see, look at this, where you can have a comparison with actuals to budgets, etc., etc., and each and every sales representative how it is doing, like that. Now, guys, I have a question for all of you. Now, you tell me, does any of the organization is running their business without having this kind of analytics nowadays? Absolutely no. Yes. Yes, guys, trust me. Each and every organization, whether it is a high revenue generated or million revenue generated or medium core business or small scale industries or whatever, each and every organization is using this kind of analytics. You know the reason? The reason is nowadays to deal with their competitors and to encounter the challenges of their business, okay, and the two, each and every customers are getting millions of, I mean, huge volumes of data. So to deal with that, okay, to deal with that, they need this kind of analytics. Okay, yeah. Guys, are you able to hear me? Raju, Prithvi, are you able to hear me?
Yes. Yeah, I am able to hear you.
So that is the reason. Okay, every organization, okay, requires this kind of analytics. Okay, then only they can identify their growth opportunities or bottlenecks or whatever. Okay, right, guys. Now let me show you another sort of report. See, this is just another example where you can identify the demand for your, I can say like real estate business, something like that. Okay, see, for every 2 years I'm doing this comparisons. See, and you can able to identify how many number of sugar patients we have and what is their average glucose percentage, etc., etc. See, and again you can for every decade, okay, for every decade you are doing the trend analysis with respect to your competitors, okay, with your variances and closing prices, etc., etc. See, even in the areas of government sector like GDP sector, okay, where you can identify the GDPs and the crime ratios, top 5 cities of crime ratio, something like that. Okay, you can use this kind of stuff, guys. Okay, now what is the advantage of this? Yes, it basically allows the ability to control in real-time data. Yes, you'll have a control of your organizational data and limits the amount of data to be visualized. Yes, because your organizational data, which is over a period of time or which is a specific period of time, you can visualize it with a better visualizations. And it is useful for analysis and exploration. Yes, you can analyze your organizational data as well as you can explore your organizational data. Okay, and right information to the right persons. We can distribute these reports through these reports, and you are distributing the decision-making system via this kind of reports. Okay, and domain experts can build analytics. Okay, like I think we have joined Tahir. He's a business analyst. So those business analysts also, which is basically a non-technical guys, they can also generate the reports and they can visualize their analytics, their organizational data with a better analytics, because Tableau is a self-reporting tool, guys, where you can generate the reports very easily. Okay. And the another benefit is what? Effective visuals and easy to understand. Okay. And moreover, it is cost efficient and low implementation cost it is required. Okay. It doesn't require like millions or trillions of data, guys. No, not required. I mean, cost wise I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah. Now, so this is advantage. Now you can ask me a question. In what kind of sectors or domains this Tableau is being used? Yes, this Tableau is being used in various sectors like banking and financial services, where we used to call it as banking analytics, education reporting, game development, government analytics, healthcare analytics, investing and wealth management, manufacturing analytics, oil and gas analytics, okay, real estate analytics, retail analytics, science analytics, sports management, supply chain management, nothing but transportations, logistics, okay, and even telecommunication sectors also. This Tableau is being used very, very widely. So that is the reason most of the customers are having a high demand of a Tableau. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, okay, now look at this, guys. So now you can ask me a question. Does this Tableau is only a reporting tool available in the market? You can ask me a question. Why should I choose as a career option as a business, as a Tableau, rather than going ahead with the BO or something like that? Because yes, as Pravina said, since she is working in SAP BO, right? See, we have other reporting tools also, guys, like Cognos, MicroStrategy, SSRS, OBI, WebFocus, SAP BO, something like that. But those are all traditional tools, guys. Traditional tools, okay, are having certain disadvantages in terms of maintenance of a cost or maintenance of a warehouse practices or whatever. But Tableau is the advanced reporting solution, guys. Yes, trust me. Tableau is the advanced reporting solutions where it is giving a faster performance and user-driven reporting solutions and cost effectiveness and in-memory tool where you no need to spend millions or trillions of dollars to maintain the practices of these reporting applications. Okay, so that is the reason. Let me tell you. Okay, we have right, guys. We have Gartner. Okay, Gartner is the third-party survey. Okay, solution. Okay, where they have okay where they have done some sort of a survey with respect to throughout the globe, with respect to all the reporting tools. As per their survey, okay, look at this. Okay, as per their survey, look at this. As of February 2015, okay, even now also, look at this. This Tableau is standing in #1 position. Look at the challenges. Who are all the challenges? Like, SAP BO, okay, Burst, IBM DB2, okay, IBM Cognos, ClickView. These are all the competitors. SAP, SAS, all those things. But look at this, where Tableau is standing, right? Tableau is standing so far ahead when you compare with the other reporting solution. Okay, when you compare with the other reporting solutions. Okay, so look at this. Okay, because with their sophisticated features or with their customer satisfactions or whatever you say, it is standing in #1 position for the past 3 years. Okay, that is the reason you have very good demand in the market. Okay, especially I'll touch base that. Okay, especially the dominant, I mean the software dominant countries like USA, UK, Canada, okay, India, okay, guys, Australia, UAE, South Africa. Like you have plenty of job opportunities, guys. Trust me. Okay. Now, now look at this. So this is a simple architecture of your Tableau. Okay, where you have a in-memory data layer. You don't need to maintain the platforms of warehouses, just like with traditional tools and all. We have an in-memory where this Tableau application is interacting with the different front user applications and with the data sources.
Ganesh, basically, if you go to your previous slide, if you can.
Yes, please.
So in the left-hand side, you have written so many reporting tools.
Yes.
And let's say, for an example, for our discussion, SAP BO.
Okay.
SAP BO, you are comparing with Tableau. SAP BO Webby is a reporting tool, not a dashboard tool.
Exactly.
But Tableau is a dashboard. Why are you comparing SAP BO with Tableau?
Okay. For your information, Asif, even in SAP BO also you have a application called dashboards. Okay, like crystal reports, web intelligence reports, and dashboards also. Okay.
Right.
So under the umbrella of SAP BO, you have different solutions like web intelligence report, crystal reports, and dashboards. But altogether, it is a part and parcel of the SAP BO, right? So that is the reason to avoid that confusion. I just kept it as SAP BO. Okay.
Okay.
And within this SAP BO also, as I said, you have a dashboard reporting solution. But that dashboard reporting solution is not user driven. Those reports of dashboards from the SAP BO has to be developed by the concerned BO developers, where end users can only view and refresh the reports of a dashboard which is being developed by the SAP BO developer. Okay, but in the area of a Tableau, where end user or the top level management or low level management, whoever it is, they can self-driven. I mean, they can develop the dashboards upon their own, as per their own need basis, on ad hoc basis. That is the main beauty with the Tableau. Okay.
SAP BO also you can do the ad hoc reporting, right?
Ad hoc reporting, not in terms of dashboards. They can develop with help of ad hoc reporting of web intelligence reports. Okay, but
No,
not
you
in
can
terms of.
have dashboard manager or Excel sheets, right?
That's what Excel sheets is nothing but dashboards.
Right.
Excel sheets, dashboards, familiarly known as Excel sheets. But it
Right.
is having certain disadvantages in terms of limiting their data sources. Okay, in terms of limiting their data sources. But Tableau is not like that. Tableau is supporting more than 55 data sources. I mean databases or what we call it as. Okay, that is the major advantage that you can see here. Okay.
Yeah, so in SAP Design Studio, right?
Hmm.
There are a lot of features like to add buttons and write some custom coding, and
Yeah,
we can select a filter, we can do drop down list and all that, right?
agree.
So is
Agree.
that kind of feature supported here in Tableau?
More than that, you have more than that features. Okay,
Okay,
let me
but
show you that. Mhm.
okay,
I'll
okay.
show you that. Just give me some time. Okay. But before that, let me explain you the functionality of this. That is the reason. Okay. Yeah. Now, as I said, guys, basically, Tableau is these many product lines you have. So you have so many data sources. It could be SAP BW, or it could be SAP HANA, or it could be track file, or it could be RDBMS database, whatever it is, the backend solutions. But predominantly, you'll be having these applications. So what are the applications that Tableau is having? Like Tableau Desktop. Okay, Tableau Desktop, and you have Tableau Server, Tableau Public, Tableau Online, and then Tableau Reader. Now, let me kickstart a discussion each and every component and how it is going to be helpful in your real-time perspectives. Okay, first one is what? Tableau Desktop. Right, guys, Tableau Desktop. So Tableau Desktop is basically a modeling and reporting application. What is that? Modeling and reporting application, where all sort of the development activities will be done here, like interacting with the data sources, okay, applying the filters, okay, and whatever you call it as, okay, all sort of development activities will be done over here. Now let me show you right away how this Tableau Desktop will work. Okay, I'll show you right away, guys. This is very user friendly application. Okay, now look at this. You have Tableau Desktop. Okay,
When was Tableau released in market?
it is around 10 years ago. Okay. Okay, now look at this, guys. Let me generate a basic simple report. Okay. Just a drag and dropping functionality, guys. Very user friendly. It is GUI tool, graphical user interface. No coding is involved. I mean, very minimal coding. Now look at this. Okay. So what we need to do, this is what Tableau Desktop. As I said, Tableau Desktop purpose is what? Tableau Desktop is exclusively helpful for the development perspectives. Now look at this. So simply, what you will be trying to do is just drag and drop the respective elements. Okay, like this.
Ganesh, this one we compare with Webby in the Vivo. It's like to develop the report.
Webby is not a dashboarding tool, right? You cannot compare with that.
Yeah.
Webby is an ad hoc reporting tool. So you are not supposed to compare with two dashboards. No. And that too, in Webby level, you have so many functionalities like sections and breaks and all, where you need to do it manually. But here it is not like that. You can just take help of a tool itself. Now look at this. Just drag and drop functionality. Okay, look at this, guys. See. Okay. See. This sort of activities you will be performing in the areas of, okay, Tableau Desktop. This is just an example, okay, and where you can see a miraculous report, something like this, okay. Likewise, and okay, likewise, guys. So of course, in our upcoming sessions, you will come to know plenty of options, okay, just like drop downs, filters. Okay, look at this. Okay, very easy one. Look at this, like show quick filters, something like that. Look at this. Okay, like drop down boxes or whatever. Okay, look at this, single value drop down, something like this. Okay, miraculous options we have here. Okay, I can say that none of the dashboarding reporting tools is having these many options except Tableau. Okay, we have a very sophisticated, advanced features. Okay, but in our upcoming sessions, we will come to know all those functionalities in terms of maps, filters, plenty of stuff we have. Okay, one by one.
Tableau is written in which language?
Yes, on the back end, WizQL will be generated on the back end. Okay, WizQL.
No, like for example, HANA is written in C++, right? Like that, which programming is used?
I told you, right? It's WizQL,
It's
RL
SQL.
language. Yeah,
Okay.
WizQL, RL language, nothing but reporting language we used to call it as. Okay. Right, guys. So as I said, in a Tableau desktop level, we will be performing this sort of activities in terms of development of your reports. Okay. Now, so that is what a Tableau desktop will be performing. So as a developer, most of the times you will be using this application, only Tableau desktop. Okay. Now, within this Tableau desktop, right, guys, we have two types of applications. I mean, within Tableau desktop itself, that is personal desktop as well as a professional desktop. Okay. So personal desktop costs around $999, just like around $1,000. Okay. But if you going ahead with this personal desktop, you cannot distribute the Tableau reports to the other environments where you just have to keep it in your system only. Okay, but that is the reason in the real-time scenarios we never ever use this personal desktop, and that too it supports only limited data sources or limited databases, whatever you call it as. Okay, because it is having certain disadvantages. Then we have another type of application called professional Tableau desktop, which costs around $2,000 per license. Okay, and in real-time world we will be using this professional desktop. Okay, in a real-time world we will be using this one. Okay, and it supports more than 45 data sources, guys. It supports more than 45 data sources. Okay, And with the help of this, we can easily interact with the various data sources and the reports where we can easily publish into the web on mobile accessibilities, etc., etc. Okay. And in terms of maintenance of this Tableau desktop application, it requires very nominal hardware configuration. It doesn't require any high end of configuration. Okay. Like it supports, guys, basically it supports only Windows and Mac operating system. So far, it is not supporting a platform of Unix or Linux platform. At this moment, it is supporting only Windows as well as the Mac operating system. Maybe down the line in the coming 1 year or 2 years, they are doing some kind of alpha and beta practices they are trying to implement in the Linux versions also. Okay, and it is purely window-based tool, guys. It is purely window-based tool. Okay, and in order to maintain this application where it requires 2 GB of memory and 750 megabytes of free disk space is required, which is very, very nominal. Okay, which is very, very nominal, guys. Okay, and moreover, as I said previously, okay, all the development activities, each and every development activity will be done at a Tableau desktop level as per the customer requirement basis. Let me show you some sample examples, okay, which is given by the tool itself. Sample examples, okay. Just give me a second. Let me show you this. This is inbuilt one, okay, inbuilt one. Now look at this, guys. Okay, we can able to see. Now look at this. We have different filters, okay, and this is what, like say, as an end user, I'm playing around. Look at the ratios in between. I'm looking ahead, okay. See, and the moment I'm changing over here, it is impacting on my dashboard. See, dashboard is nothing but a better visualizations, guys, in a simple word. Okay, look at this.
Ganesh, to include all these geographical maps, it comes by default, or do we need to like add on or anything, or get separate license or anything?
We need to do as per the customer requirement. Inbuilt, it will comes only certain portion, but if it requires any customizations, we have to deal with that. Okay. But these maps and all, which is given by, now look at this. Maps you have what? Look at this. Here you have symbol maps as well as a filled map, something like that. Only 2 types. But on top of it, as per the customer requirement, we used to keep on change. Okay. Look at this. Again, different filter criteria we can apply. Okay. See, the moment I click over here, see the corresponding relevant values are appearing in my dashboard. Something like that. Okay. Now, see, different categories. Okay. The moment I click a specific customer ranking, okay, look at this. It gives a specific values again. Now look at this. Okay, count of customers. Look at the corresponding values. This is what, guys. So just an example for your better understanding. Look at this. In tab 1, you have this sort of information is represented. Okay, tab 2. Okay, likewise. Okay, and again, you can apply various filters functionalities we have. Okay, so right. Forecast. Likewise. This is what, guys. Okay. Look at this. For every step that what I'm making here, values will keep on changing. Did you observe that? See. Did you observe that values are keep on changing whenever I'm changing churn rate and the business growth rate? Look at the values. So keep on changing, right? So in this way you can perform. This is just an example. Okay. So all sort of these activities will be done at a Tableau desktop level. Okay, guys. So once the development is completed, now we're supposed to distribute these reports into server. Where? This is what? Server. Look at this. So what is the server? Basically, this Tableau server is what? I told you here, guys. See, over here you have what? Tableau server. Okay. Now, so this Tableau server is what? It is basically an online solution to distribute the reports and to maintain the security on top of the reports. Okay. Which is done via Tableau Desktop. Now, it is majorly helpful in terms of sharing your reports from desktop into Tableau Server, and then securing in the sense in terms of providing authoritative rights on the respective reports, which is generated by the either by the developer or by the end users, whoever it is. And distribution, nothing but mobile distributions and web distributions can be done via this Tableau server. Okay, and basically this Tableau server is what it is, purely a web-based application. Okay, it is purely a web-based application, and it is exclusively helpful for the administrative activities. Okay, now here we go. Okay, guys.
Is it best compatible with Explorer or all the browser, or like Chrome and Firefox? Which is the best compatible browser?
Internet Explorer.
Okay.
Now look at this. So the moment I'm done with the development, right? Now look at this. We have Tableau server. Okay. So here I am distributing the report which is done in my local system. Now I am distributing into server. Okay. Now look at this. Like this. Very simple. Right. Now it is done. Now as I told you, right? This Tableau server is what? It is an URL based application. Okay, which is web based application. Now look at this. Yes, simple guys. Look at this. This is a URL. Okay, username and password. Yeah. See, now whatever the dashboard which I have published, okay, somewhere around it would be available over here. Okay, so likewise. Now end users also can log into this application where to visualize their reports. Look at this. To visualize their reports. See, now they can play around with those reports with the help of only some URL application. That's it. Web based. Okay. Now they can end user can play around with these reports. Okay. See, because so based upon the filter criteria or whatever. Okay, they can play around. Okay. Likewise. And you know what, guys? The beauty of this Tableau server is even if end user wants to generate a report upon his own, he can able to generate instantaneously. Okay. That is, as an end user, he can able to perform. But as a Tableau administrator, look at this. You can create users, okay, user groups, and you can schedule the reports, okay. Likewise, plenty of stuff can be done as an administrator, okay. Likewise, you have plenty of settings, etc., etc. And moreover, through Tableau server also, look at this. We can able to interact with the various data sources.
Ganesh, are you going to train us on? Yeah. Okay.
Can you give me a second? Now look
Sure,
at
sure.
this. So as I said, see, it is going to interact with the various data sources. So whatever the data sources supported by the Tableau Desktop, even Tableau Server also supports. But Tableau Desktop is exclusively for the developers. So Tableau Server, apart from the Tableau administrator, end users also can able to generate the reports on ad hoc basis. Now look at this. It supports the platforms of SAP HANA, okay, Teradata, Oracle, okay, Firebird, Google Cloud SQL, okay, Amazon Aurora, IBM DB2, whatnot, okay. And apart from that, it also supports flat files, okay, statistical files, and the other rest of files also, okay. Yeah, yes, please. Someone is asking me a question.
Yeah. Are you going to train the Tableau admin part also?
Yes, absolutely. Our course is a mixture of both development as well as the administration. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Ganesh, so as you said that, so first we need to develop a dashboard on our development access on a dashboard, and then we need to publish on a server, something like that. It will work.
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes.
Okay. So then okay. Then I think I need to talk to. So I will get a license for a dashboard developer. Desktop
Absolutely
license.
yes. 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 Absolutely yes.
But the dashboard is only for the development part, like whatever you source, the user management, admin, or publishing, all these all these we can practice only on server side.
You can do, see, the dashboard development even you can do even at a server level also. But as a developer, you will be using Tableau Desktop. But as an end user, to do the development of a report, you will be using Tableau Server. Okay, because end user never ever install a software, right?
Right.
So that is the reason. So you can develop your reports even from Tableau Server also. But one second. The recommended application for the developers is Tableau Desktop, for the end users is Tableau Server. But in few organizations, few of the customers, those who knows technical as well as the functional, they are also installing this Tableau Desktop. That is depends upon their organizational landscape. Okay, something like that. Yes.
So, but this management, user management, and admin part is only handled from the server, right?
Exactly. Yes. Agreed. Agreed. But anyhow, BigClass folks will help you out in terms of getting the server access for administration also. Okay.
Okay.
But it could be a limited period of time. Not like desktop. Tableau Desktop, they will give you a 1 year license. But Tableau Server, they might not give you a 1 year license. They will be giving you some certain limited time frame. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Pravina.
To server only we can post the report, Ganesh, or is there any other way, like we can save the workbook on desktop and we can pass through
Either way,
something like
yes,
that?
you can develop. I mean, you can save your workbook on your local system. Once you feel that the total development is done, then you can distribute it to your server, just like your universe. Okay. In universe, you do what? You can develop the system in your local system. Once you feel the development, like designing the scheme and everything, then you will be publishing into repository, right? The same activities you can perform even in Tableau also. No doubt about it.
Okay. Means like we can save this workbook locally also. Locally we can save and we can send through email. Something else we can.
Absolutely. Why not?
Like
See,
that.
this is what I'm saving in my local desktop. So this one you can copy paste in any shared drive, or else you can distribute through email. Yes, why not? Absolutely, you can. Easily transportable files.
Okay. Thank you.
User management can be done only in server, not in desktop?
Yes, user management can be done only in a Tableau server because it is administrative activity. Okay, not in desktop. Okay.
Okay, and what about the landscape? Usually in projects, how many landscapes will be there on quality and production, or there will be 3 like development, quality and production?
That depends upon the organization approaches. Few organizations will have development, QA, UAT, and production. But few organizations they will have only development, QA, and production. UAT they will skip. Depends.
Okay, and how do we transport? Like, how do we move from quality to production usually here?
That is what, through Tableau server only we used to change the connections from dev to QA, QA to UAT, UAT to prod, whatever it is.
Okay, got it.
And to maintain this Tableau server, right, guys, we need to have, if it is a 64-bit operating system, then we need to have 4 cores of CPU, 8 GB of system memory, and 15 GB of minimum free disk space. Okay. And in case if it is 32-bit operating system, we need to have 2 cores of CPU, 4 GB of system memory, and 15 GB of minimum disk space. Okay. But guys, in a real-time world, most of the times we will be using very frequently, that is Tableau Desktop and Tableau Server. Okay. But in our course of time, as Ram was asking, yes, you will be learning both development as well as the administration, guys, where it is a thorough professional course. Okay. And the other applications we have like Tableau Reader. Okay. Tableau Reader, in the sense, you can also install this application, but it is having certain disadvantages where end users, whoever is dealing with Tableau Reader, they cannot perform any modifications. They can only view the reports which is distributed via Tableau Desktop. Okay, where it is having certain limited features. But still, if you are a user of having only read-only rights, then we'll be going ahead with the Tableau Reader. Okay. But since you are dealing with the very prominent application that is Tableau Desktop and Tableau Server, these are all very easy for you. Okay? But in a real-time scenarios, very rare organizations they will be using like Tableau Reader and Tableau Public and Online. Okay? Anyhow, what is meant by Tableau public? Tableau public is nothing but you are distributing your reports into a market, just like you are like I can say expert to take an expert's opinion on top of some stocks or weather report, some kind of election surveys, something like that, pre-poll surveys, etc., etc. Right? But here, if you are going ahead with the Tableau public, there is no security to your organizational data because you are not maintaining any confidentiality because you are distributing your reports into a market to get the expert's opinion. Okay, like debates and all, right? So that is the reason few organizations they are not going yet with the Tableau desktop, Tableau public application. Okay, but still, few organizations like election surveys, okay, such kind of stuff to get the experts' opinion polls. Okay, they'll be going ahead with the Tableau public applications also. And the another one is Tableau online. That is nothing but the cloud mechanism, guys. Cloud mechanism, okay, where your organizational data is maintained at a cloud level, which is maintained purely by the Tableau experts. Experts in the sense the guys who is working for Tableau company, Tableau product. Okay, but Tableau online is still in the phase of raising phase. It is not yet fully stabilized in the market. Few of the customers are are in the phases of implementing this because it requires bit expensive, like where we need to pay some subscription fees, etc., etc. It requires. Okay, and this is the entire architecture, guys. Where basically we have, look at this, Tableau desktop reports through browser or through mobiles. We have a connectivity layers with respect to data sources. Okay, but the architecture is highly scalable. Okay, but in our regular sessions we are going to discuss very elaboratively on top of it. Okay, how it is going to be interactive, where the in-memory concept will come in picture, etc., etc., will be discussed. Okay, so look at this. But predominantly, you will be learning Tableau Server as well as the Tableau Desktop, which suits both development as well as the administrator role of activities. Now, guys, each and everything, both development as well as administration, we are going to learn in our upcoming sessions, where I am going to give you a day-to-day running notes also like this, where we will be providing you end-to-end information, guys. Look at this. Starting from the topic, whatever we will be discussing, I will be giving you end-to-end of running notes like this. Okay, with respect to development. So once the development is done, immediately I'm going to touch base with the administration also, and then everything, guys. Okay, this is the course content, whatever I have mentioned, where you have fundamentals, advanced topics, visual analytics topics, and then server comprehensive topics, and then administration. Okay, all those things.